Welcome to our channel, where we explore the legends and untold stories of Japan's mysterious yokai, the supernatural beings, woven into the heart of Japanese folklore. Yokai are far more than creatures of fear. They were born from our ancestors' awe of nature, and from the subtle stirrings of the human heart, the crystallization of an ancient imagination, and a reflection of the Japanese soul itself. Within these stories lie the quiet thoughts and feelings of the people who shaped Japan's culture and traditions. By coming to know them, you too will come to know Japan more deeply than ever before. Now, let us begin today's journey into the world of yokai.
Okiku, a ghostly woman from the Edo period, who crawls from an old well and counts porcelain plates through the night. One plate is missing, and because of that missing plate, her sorrow never ends. This is one of Japan's three great ghost stories, the legend of Bancho Sarayashiki, the dish mansion at Bancho. The story takes place in the Edo period around the middle of the 18th century. In Edo, the city we now call Tokyo, there stood a samurai mansion near the Ushigome Gate. It belonged to a powerful Hatamoto, a direct retainer of the shogun, named Aoyama Tessan. Serving in that mansion was a beautiful young maidservant named Okiku. She was gentle, hard-working, and loved by those around her. But Aoyama Tessan became obsessed with her beauty. Again and again, he tried to force her to become his concubine, and each time Okiku refused him, quietly, politely, but firmly. Her refusal would become the beginning of her tragedy. The Aoyama family possessed a priceless treasure, a set of 10 white porcelain plates brought from overseas and handed down through generations. They were not just dishes, they were symbols of the family's rank, honor, and connection to the shogun's world. One day, Aoyama Tessan devised a cruel plan. He ordered Okiku to polish and count the plates. But secretly, he hid one of them. Okiku counted 1, 2, 3 again and again. She counted, but no matter how many times she tried, there were only 9. Then Aoyama spoke coldly. "One plate is missing. If you become mine, I will forgive you." Even then, Okiku refused. She would not surrender herself to him. Enraged by Okiku's refusal, Aoyama had her bound to a pine tree in the mansion garden. There, she was tormented without mercy. For days, for nights, and then, one night, Okiku disappeared into the old well behind the mansion. Some versions say she was thrown into it. Others say she cast herself into the darkness. But in every version, the result was the same. Okiku never returned. No one heard her final cry from the bottom of that deep, black well. But from that night on, a woman's voice began to rise from below. 1 plate, 2 plates, 3 plates. Night after night, the voice counted, low, sorrowful, unending. And when it reached 9, it always stopped. Then came the whisper, 1 plate is missing. And after that, a terrible weeping echoed through the entire mansion. The counting did not stop every night. Okiku's voice returned. 1 plate, 2 plates, 3 plates. Aoyama Tessan slowly lost his mind. He could no longer sleep, he could no longer eat. His hair turned white. His face grew hollow. Soon, misfortune spread through the Aoyama household. Servants fell ill. Children died young. People fled the mansion, and in the end, it is said that Aoyama himself died while staring into the old well. In his trembling hands, he held 1 white porcelain plate. The missing plate, the 10 plates of the Aoyama family, were never complete again. The legend of Okiku became famous in 1741 when it was performed on the kabuki stage as Bancho Sarayashiki. Later, the story was retold again and again, becoming one of Japan's most enduring ghost tales. For more than 280 years, Okiku has remained one of the most unforgettable spirits in Japanese folklore. Today, another famous version of the legend, is connected to Himeji Castle in Hyogo Prefecture. Within the grounds of that World Heritage Castle, there is still a place known as Okiku's Well. Visitors stand beside it. They look down into the darkness. And for a moment, the old story feels very close. In the 20th century, Okiku's image returned in a new form. A woman with long black hair, a ghost rising from a well, a curse that crosses from the dead into the world of the living. From Ring, to Ju-on, to the global wave of Japanese horror films, her shadow can still be felt. The image of the well, the wet hair, the woman who should have stayed dead. It all begins here. So if you ever pass an old well at night and you hear a low woman's voice counting in the wind 1, 2, 3, do not listen until she reaches 9. Because they say that anyone who hears what comes after may never return.
How did you find today's story? On this channel, we explore the legends and untold stories of Japan's ancient yokai. One by one, just as we did today. We hope you were able to feel the thoughts of those who came before us, hidden within these tales, and the subtle workings of the heart that lie behind Japan's culture and traditions. If you enjoyed today's story, please support us by subscribing, giving this video a like, and using the hype feature. It truly means a lot to us. Until next time, see you on our next journey.